My name is Robert Ross. I'm an artist who specializes in oil paintings of rural and urban landscapes. We're here in McRae Art Studios in Winter Park, where I'm one of 22 artists. I've been painting seriously for about 5 years. Before that, I had a career in public relations, but 5 years ago I decided that art was important enough to me that I wanted to see how far I could push it. This painting here is something I did recently. This is one of my more recent paintings. I started with, I'm doing a series of paintings all on the subject of the patterns and shapes and rhythms created by branches and trees and leaves, and what can I do with that? What kind of composition can I make interesting? And I took this old fallen branch that I found a while ago, and I just started, as you can see, I started painting underneath here this form in different placements, just as a starting point. Then I painted over it the colors that you would see in the autumn. I'm from Michigan originally, so I thought of what colors would be good in an autumn scene. You have dark green, you have lighter green, starting to turn almost yellowish. You have oranges, yellows, reds. So I started painting. I reached a point on this painting where I had all the colors marked in, reds, yellows, golds, different greens, but it looked very tight, very rigid. It didn't seem to have any life. And that wasn't what I was after. It looked frozen. And having grown up in Michigan, I had a sense in the fall of it being a very magical time and a kind of a fuzzy, hazy time. So I did what I sometimes do when I'm not happy with a painting. I make a mistake on purpose. I took my palette knife, which is a metal knife that you use for mixing paint, and I just started blurring some of the edges. And I liked it so much that I blurred some more, and pretty soon I just went left to right, left to right, left to right. And suddenly the painting came to life, in my opinion. It now has a sense that you're out driving in a car in the fall, you're looking at fall leaves, and there's a sense of movement. You're passing, the car is passing, or the wind is blowing. And I'm very happy with it now. I just call it a drive in the country, or a drive in the autumn, to see the autumn leaves, something like that. I don't really have a title, but this is what I sense in the painting now. I'm happy with it. I don't like to paint too many details. The more information you can take out of the painting and still tell the story is better, rather than really tight precision like a photograph. So you don't know what's behind here. You just know this looks like it may be the sky. And down here it's a little bit more warm. Maybe that's, who knows? It's dried foliage, it's maybe the land. But that's really not important. That's not the subject of the picture anyway. The picture is all about movement, it's about patterns, it's about the placement of these oranges going this way and this way. A painting has verticals and horizontals. It's very rigid. Within the painting, you have to make something happen. The best way to make some energy happen is to have diagonals. If I just had a bunch of trees growing straight up and down, all that would do is just reinforce the verticality of the edge. But instead they're going this way and that. The colors are going in vertical patterns. And that's one of the tricks an artist uses to create energy in a painting.